Hi everyone, I'm Rich Noonan, host of Builder Spotlight, a program in which we travel all over America trying to find America's best builders. And we have found one of them here in southeastern Wisconsin. Preservation Homes has been recognized as one of America's greenest and most progressive builders. The Preservation Homes story next on Builder Spotlight. If you ever wanted to see how homes will be built in the future, 10 or 20 years from now, you're in luck if you live in southeast Wisconsin. Preservation homes come in familiar shapes, styles, and price ranges, but it's what you don't see that sets preservation homes so far apart from almost every builder in America. Preservation is based in Elkhorn, Wisconsin, but it is a national leader in the green building movement. Many builders call themselves green, but very, very few are anywhere near as green as Preservation Homes.
By today's standards, everything is green. All you need to do is watch the news, read the paper. Everybody has got a twist on what green is, and we spent the last couple of years trying to show people what green means to us. And that's really the purpose of what we're doing today, is to help people understand what's different. So our focus simply as a company is to reduce consumption, reduce waste generation, emit or send less emissions to the atmosphere, build a home that's healthier to live in, and a home that's less expensive to operate.
Builder Spotlight Television travels all over America profiling builders, but never have we seen a builder go to so much trouble to make its homes so green, so energy efficient. Preservation homes are as beautiful as they are progressive. They are way ahead of their time. In fact, Preservation builds stunning homes that cost a fraction of what other homes cost to operate.
And our homes have the environmental equivalence of permanently removing 2 cars from the highways or the planting of around 1,000 trees. And that's compared to a typically constructed code-compliant home today. It's a big difference. Our homes are about 65% less expensive to operate than the conventionally constructed home today.
Frankly, talking to Jeff Ahlberger is like talking to a scientist, but long before Jeff met his wife and started raising the couple's own 2 boys, Jeff Ahlberger was working with his grandfather, who was a top cabinet maker in the Milwaukee region. Quality is ingrained in Jeff's DNA, and it shows in his attention to detail. Several years ago, Jeff teamed with a like-minded colleague, Kevin Annenson, and they started Preservation Homes. Their mission was simple then, and it is now: to build beautiful homes which are less expensive to operate, healthier for your family in which to live, less impacting to the environment, and more valuable over time.
I think there's a misconception that that a green home is this home built into the side of a hill with all glass facing south and a grass roof, right? That's not a green home today, or an eco-friendly home. I think one of the finest compliments we ever got was that, well, that home, your home is as beautiful as other homes that I see in the marketplace today. How can that be a green home? Well, to us, that's wonderful. We're not asking you to change your style. We want to build to your style. And that's what a custom home builder does. What we want to do is make sure that we're doing all the other things that matter. I don't want my children and my grandchildren to suffer for mistakes that we could address differently today.
To really understand what makes Preservation Homes so different, so much better, you have to see how Preservation builds from the ground up. We were there one morning when 2 big trucks from Amwood, a great Wisconsin company that builds building components, arrived on a Preservation Home site. And within 10 minutes, they had the bones of the flooring built. But that afternoon, the walls were up. Simply incredible. And this is what the home looked like within a week. But don't be confused that speed means poor quality. Preservation Homes and Amwood build their homes indoors at the Amwood plant. They are built out of the weather to exact tolerances. The evidence of that is everywhere on a preservation job site. The little extras, like gluing everything with powerful construction adhesive to make everything airtight, something most builders simply don't do. Look at the red studs on this wall component. They are special ordered by Preservation Homes because they are stronger than a normal stud.
In areas where we install cabinets, whether it's the kitchen or whether it's the bathroom area, we install engineered studs, and the reason we do that is these studs are straighter and truer. When we talk today about concrete countertops, granite countertops, silestone or Zodiac or Cambria, those types of stone surfaces, When we put a backsplash against a typical wall, we get a wave because the studs just aren't straight. These studs are straight. When we bump granite or one of these concrete surfaces against this area, our backsplash fits the wall. We're not caulking large gaps to make it look like the fit is right. So we do this on any of the areas that we install cabinets, and it just improves the quality of the home.
That is really important to Don Schultz and his wife. They will be living in this house soon. And they built their custom home with Preservation Homes for a very interesting reason. You see, this will be their retirement home. And they know that a Preservation home will cost significantly less to operate than anything else out there. They say Jeff's incredible knowledge of green building made Preservation the obvious choice.
He seems real interested in keeping your costs down eventually, and good for the environment and good for everything else. We are interested in keeping all our expenses as low as we could while having an energy efficient house. Everything that he's done apparently pays itself back and pays you back.
Preservation Homes is one of the few builders in this part of America to be recognized by the U.S. Department of Energy for preservation's cutting-edge green techniques. And here is one of them. Even the way the studs are aligned in a Preservation home is different from traditional builders.
By using the staggered studs, what happens is at the inside of the home, our spacing is 24 inches on center. So our drywall touches this stud, it skips this stud. We get 2 inches of insulation. It lands on this stud with 2 inches of insulation behind. We skip a stud, 2 inches of insulation to the inside. We land on the next stud.
The bottom line, in a Preservation home, the staggered stud designs makes the walls much stronger and more energy efficient. The sound and outside temperature stay where they belong, outside. The heat and air conditioning stay inside. To be sure of that, Preservation actually conducts an energy audit before it delivers the keys to any new Preservation homeowner. Imagine a builder doing that, hiring an outside firm to check his work. This stunning parade home was about a week from going to closing when we were shooting Builder Spotlight. We watched as the energy consultant pressurized the home, simulating a steady wind of 20 miles per hour blowing on that home. He then tested the walls, windows, bathroom vents to look for air leakage. He used a little smoke gun to see how air was reacting around the windows. An infrared image showed any hot or cool spots in walls and ceilings.
The house is done very well.
This home passed with flying colors, well over double the standard expected in a green home. This Preservation home was a parade home and a real showstopper. Look at this kitchen. The craftsmanship is incredible. And this room was the inspiration for the entire home.
Our clients came to us with a picture, and it was simply a picture of this kitchen. And they said, design us a home around this kitchen. And although we made some modifications from that design, widened the space, turned the cabinets back and brought them back to the partially dividing area here between the great room and the kitchen, this kitchen looks exactly like the picture.
Grab a pen. We're going to give you Preservation Homes contact information throughout the program. We'll also give you the information you need to contact some of Preservation's great partners, the craftsmen and women who help Preservation achieve its goals every single day. Preservation Homes' web address is greenbuilderwi.com. That's greenbuilderwi.com. The Preservation phone number is 262-723-6250. That's 262-723-6250. Reach out to the Preservation team. They are a great bunch of people, and they are perfect to build your next dream home. Preservation Homes works closely with Realtor Debbie Cobian for good reason. Debbie has been voted the best agent in Lake Geneva multiple times. Debbie Cobian knows this market better than anyone, and you don't have to be $1 million home buyer to work with Debbie.
Is what I specialize in is the $200,000 to $500,000 price range, and really that primary home, first-time home buyer, the primary homes, and the people that are just beginning to move up into their dream houses.
Debbie Cobian at Keefe Real Estate, helping families one transaction at a time all over the region. You can find Debbie at her website, debbiecobian.com, an easy one to remember, debbiecobian.com. ABC Audio Video is simply the best company in this part of the country to handle all of your audio and video needs. The ABC team will design and install your custom systems, whether it's built-in speakers, big screen TVs, home theaters that are simply incredible, intercom systems, and so much more. ABC is the choice for so many because the ABC team is on the cutting edge. Chris Klug and his people are pros.
At ABC Audio Video, we design, sell, and install custom audio video systems. We ask a lot of questions of our customers. We don't oversell or overcomplicate. So if you want a simple, easy-to-use system, give me a try.
Remember, whether it's new construction or putting an audio or video system in an older home, give ABC Audio Video a call at 262-483-6656, or you can go to the ABC website at abcaudiovideo.com. Easy website to remember. Do it. You'll be glad you did. Preservation Homes is also proud to use Amwood Building Systems for all of its panelized components. Amwood is a very special Wisconsin family company doing business all over the northern Midwest. Scores of builders use Amwood because for over 35 years, Amwood has been building the best components in the business. At Amwood, quality always comes first, no matter what style or size home you want. To see a complete range of services, go to amwoodhomes.com. Amwood Building Systems, your best investment. Another great investment would be at one of Preservation's stunning homes like these at Foxwood at Geneva National. Preservation Homes is the exclusive builder at Foxwood, but Preservation is a custom home builder. If you have land on which you want to build, call Preservation Homes. Or Preservation has lots in 10 other premier developments in southeastern Wisconsin. Go to the Preservation website at greenbuilderwi.com for details on all of the Preservation communities. You can also stop by the Preservation office in Elkhorn, and while you're there, check out the great showroom to help homeowners pick out material choices. But the most important choice is asking the Preservation team to build your new home. Whether it's a smaller home priced in the 200s or a much larger one over $1 million, Preservation's incredible commitment to building green allows its homeowners to keep a lot more green in their bank accounts.
Even though we start off spending that same amount of money every month, over time, that utility bill creeps up at the average rate of 8.5% per year. My home is going to save you close to $300,000 over the term of a 30-year mortgage. And we can show you that factually. It's reality. So that's the difference. And that's really what we hope to help clients understand, and potential clients, is that you're going to get a home that's built better, and you can afford to spend more money to build that home because the operating costs are so much less that the net monthly cash outlay is the same as if you built with XYZ Builders.
I ask you to think hard about that. Building with Preservation Homes is an investment because of the quality and incredible energy savings. Preservation Homes are insulated like no other. Several different kinds of insulation are blown in depending on what is best. One type around fireplaces, another on the walls. The insulation is then shaved off to form the tightest air seal anywhere. Jeff and the Preservation team are meticulous about green. They use super efficient geothermal HVAC systems. A Preservation Homes systems room looks like something out of NASA, but it works so much better than a traditional home. Geothermal quite simply uses liquid-filled pipes buried in the ground to extract the Earth's 54-degree temperature and heat or cool the home.
So let's talk first about cooling the home. We bring in something that's 54 degrees. If I can get it into a heat exchanger and I can just blow air across it, I can cool the home, basically. When it comes to heating the home, the simplest way to explain it is that when it's 0 degrees outside here in Wisconsin, which is pretty common, at least in the winter, the typically constructed home has to raise the temperature of the home 68 degrees. We're starting at 54 degrees. I only need to grab 16 degrees. I only need to grab 14 degrees. When we talk about a good quality gas-fired furnace here in Wisconsin, we might talk about something that's 95% efficient. Well, what does that mean? Here's what it means to me. To me, it means that every dollar of energy I put into it, I get 95 cents worth of heat back out. With a geothermal system that we implement in these homes, for every dollar of energy I put into that unit, I'm going to get between $4 and $5 worth of heating or cooling out of it.
The incredible insulation and green techniques are not the only things that keep a Preservation home warm on a Wisconsin winter night. And that's why Preservation uses Hearthside. A fireplace from Hearthside in Lake Geneva helps thousands of families in this region be cozy and be warm. A trip to the Hearthside showroom is a great way to see all the cutting-edge products. Hearthside handles it all, including gas or wood fireplaces and the beautiful stonework that makes them so special, a complete line of stoves, fantastic brick ovens for pizza and much more, and outdoor kitchens to die for.
Well, I think it's a commitment to service. I think we understand what the customers want. We don't take it for granted. We'll ask questions. We try to size the fireplace right for them, make sure they're getting the right product that they want.
Hearthside, everything your hearth desires. On the web at BeCozyBeWarm.com. The web address says it all. Breaker Electric does the electrical work for Preservation Homes. The Breaker team is well trained, a group of electricians that do top quality work, whether it's wiring or installing state-of-the-art lighting. Breaker Electric owner Neil Lara's message to his team is simple.
The biggest thing I get to them is wire it, treat somebody else's house like it was your own, and everybody will be happy all the time.
Breaker has a really cool showroom in Lake Geneva to help builders or homeowners pick out their lighting. Call the great guys at Breaker Electric or check them out on the web at BreakerElectricInc.com. When it comes to roofing, Preservation Homes uses Tidwell Services. If you're looking for a new roof, give the people at Tidwell Services a call. They are experts who understand that a top quality roof is essential for a home to operate as an efficient system.
We enjoy working with them because they're efficient, they're timely, and they do a great job. They stand behind the work that they do. Their bidding process is very competitive. Got a good group of people to work with, and they're responsive.
Tidwell Services, top quality roofs from top quality people. One of the things that jumps out at you in Preservation's Parade Home is the kitchen cabinetry, simply stunning. They are all custom, clear birch in a shaker style.
The company that we use for all of our cabinets is Wisconsin Cabinets, and they're based in East Troy. And the reason that we work with them is they afford us a great flexibility in the wood species that we choose and also in design. They've got phenomenal designers on staff who work directly with our clients, ultimately to create the type of usable space within the kitchen that matters when the kitchen is completed.
Remember that name, Wisconsin Cabinets. When you purchase cabinets from Wisconsin Cabinets, you're getting more than just cabinets. You are getting over 30 years of experience in exceeding customer expectations. WICabinets.com. Preservation Homes uses Carpetland for all of its flooring needs.
They bring to us more green offerings in the way of floor coverings than anybody else can. And for that reason, we're thrilled to be associated with them.
Carpetland handles it all. Carpet, tile, hardwood, and engineered flooring. Check out the Carpetland website on your screen for some great ideas. Call Carpetland because they do it all. Preservation Homes is such a green builder, it's easy to forget how beautiful and functional Preservation Homes really are. Preservation specializes in designing and building homes that flow, homes that work. Whether it be this peaceful room over a garage in which to escape and read that book, or this incredible finished lower level inside a home at Foxwood at Geneva National. Preservation Homes are wonderful places in which to live because so much thought goes into building a preservation home as opposed to a traditionally built house. The preservation team is as progressive about the building process as it is with the end result. For example, changes. Many builders hate it when a homeowner wants to make a change during construction, but not Jeff and the preservation team.
This is a change late in the game for us, but I think it's going to be a great addition because now we've got this voided space here. I think we're going to be able to create a really nice niche there.
I asked Jeff if he was hesitant to go on television and talk about making changes once a house is underway. I've experienced that with other builders around the country.
I'm not at all hesitant to say it. I think it comes back again to the desire to satisfy our clients, and we find ourselves making these suggestions for improvements, and I think that's one of the most interesting things about it, is that I walk into a space on occasion and I'll say, I can't believe that I didn't recognize this in the plan. And I will suggest to our clients that we make this adjustment.
The one thing that Jeff won't change is Preservation's commitment to going green, and part of that means using as many local people and products as Preservation can in the building process. Jeff thinks of ways to reduce the carbon footprint of a home like no other builder I've ever met. This beautiful fireplace mantle is a great example of that. It was cut from a 30-foot cherry tree that simply had to be removed from this lot In order to build the home, the tree was right in the middle of the lot. But always thinking green, the preservation team found a really neat way to use that tree. Preservation uses energy and water-saving shower heads like this one. Families waste thousands of gallons of water each year waiting for that shower to get hot. This shower head does not begin to flow until the water is hot enough. It's a simple, inexpensive, innovative way to save water. Lots of it. Preservation also uses dual flush toilets, which have two choices. One flushes more water than the other depending on what the flushee needs. You get the idea. The bottom line, thousands of gallons of water a year are saved. Imagine if every builder did that. Preservation also uses LED lighting, operating for 1/10 the cost of typical lighting and lasting in excess of 50,000 hours of use. Imagine saving energy and never changing a light bulb again. In terms of waste on job sites, Preservation Homes is a national leader in eliminating waste. You couldn't find a builder anywhere in the U.S. who's generated less waste than Preservation Homes.
What we know is that job site construction-related waste constitutes about 40% of landfill waste generation. 40%. Now, most builders will use 3 dumpster containers during the construction of one of their homes. We typically use 1. So it's a 65% reduction in waste generation. Now, because of the method that we construct, we build these homes in 3-4 days, not 3 or 4 weeks. That means my guys drive to the job site, they burn their gas to drive there, they emit the emissions from the automobile for 3 or 4 days rather than 3 or 4 weeks. Because the home is erected that quickly and constructed so fast, we bring power to the home immediately. We stop running gas-powered generators and gas-powered compressors on site. So, all that comes together really to create a scenario whereby you couldn't be more environmentally responsible and less impacting than the way we construct our homes. Beyond that, there's so many things that we do inside that make such a difference. Air sealing the home is one of the crucial responsibilities we have today. Everything that we do is about air infiltration to the house. Building scientists assure us on a regular basis we can't build a home too tight. We have to exchange air in that home. We need to make sure that we keep a healthy indoor air environment. And part of that on our end is handled through an HRV system, a heat recovery and ventilation piece of equipment that simply exchanges air from inside to outside. The difference is we do it now under our terms rather than under the terms of lesser quality construction.
Remember, all this green does not mean you have to pay a lot more money for a Preservation home. Great insulation, geothermal systems, staggered studs, fantastic windows, and all the other things Preservation does will save you money in the long run.
We want to look at things that pay back to our clients in 7 years or less. To us, that makes sense. There's sort of this itch point, if you will, that people want to move in 6 to 10 years. So when we can show that the things that we're doing are going to impact them specifically in a shorter period of time than which they may be interested in selling that home, it makes sense for people. They can get their arms wrapped around that.
Preservation Homes is so concerned about how construction waste is handled that Preservation actually looked hard for the right trash disposal company and found Lakeland. Lakeland Trash cares about green with a comprehensive recycling division. Lakeland is a great father-son company that Jake Friesma started back in 1967 with one old truck. Now Jake's sons run Lakeland Trash Service, and service is the key word.
When somebody calls up, we pride ourselves in getting that dumpster to you as quickly as we can, and even when you're done with it, coming back and providing the best service that we can to our customers.
Lakeland Trash Service, over 40 years of quality for builders, business owners, and homeowners. Lakeland Trash Service. Give them a call. Prairie Tree Landscape Center is a well-known business in the Elkhorn area, but Prairie Tree offers many more services beyond landscape work. If you want to beautify your property, call Prairie Tree for all of your landscape needs. But beyond that, builders such as Preservation Homes rely on Prairie Tree for much more than just landscaping.
We've been working with Prairie Tree for about 3.5 years now. Prairie Tree manages a variety of each of our projects. They handle our site preparation and excavation. They put in our footings and our basement foundations. We like those guys a lot because they also afford us the option to include fly ash in all of our concrete. Now, fly ash is a product that's a byproduct of the coal plants Burning coal produces fly ash. If we can't use it in concrete, it fills landfills. So by putting it in concrete, it actually makes good concrete better. So we like that about them. And then further, of course, they do all of our landscape work and do a beautiful job with each of our projects. They have designers on staff. They're a full service.
Check out the Prairie Tree website or stop by the Landscape Center on Highway 12 in Elkhorn. They are a great bunch of people, and they are simply the best at landscape, concrete, excavation, and much more. Prairie-tree.com. Site Services is another important player in the Preservation Home team. Sites handles the site clearing, and that means carefully taking down only the trees that must be removed.
The other thing that Site Services does for us is they do all of our interior painting. They do all of our exterior painting. They do our staining, they do our caulking, and they're very efficient at what they do, and they do a very nice quality job.
Give the great folks at Site Services a call for your site work, tree removal, and painting. Site Services, simply the best. It is hard to look around a preservation home without seeing something built or installed by American Glass and Window, another local family company that does great work.
And what American Glass does for us is they fabricate all of our custom shower doors. They install those doors for us. They do replacement glass if necessary within the home. They custom cut and fabricate and install all of our mirrors in our bathrooms and other areas of the home. They also do for us custom screening of screen porches, and you know, we're doing more and more screen porches today.
I want to remind you again about ABC Audio Video. There is a reason that so many builders and homeowners use ABC, and it's all about quality. ABC can handle any of your home or business audio and video needs. Don't try to hang that big screen TV yourself. Call ABC. Do you want a fantastic home theater in your home or whole house intercom system? Or to use that iPod to play music all over your home? Call ABC Audio Video. New homes or retrofits in older homes, ABC Audio Video on the web at abcaudiovideo.com. In the final analysis, the home building business is changing. Builders who are not very good at what they do are out of business. Preservation Homes has thrived during these tough times because it's building homes of the future. Remember, energy costs raise at almost 9% a year on average, so if you're buying a home in the future, please consider how much it will cost you to operate that home. Contact Preservation Homes and do what we did. Arrange to visit one of their model homes like those in Foxwood at Geneva National. Walk through the incredible decorated models. Notice the quality of design, flow, materials. Think about the family. What kind of gatherings you could have in a preservation home. Look at what preservation does with space, turning what used to be called basements into incredible gathering places where families can enjoy their homes and enjoy each other. Preservation homes are so much different, so much better, and yes, so much greener. I know firsthand that Jeff Allberger and the preservation team truly care about their customers and making our world a little better place. Preservation Homes, one of America's greenest and one of America's best builders. For Builder Spotlight, I'm Rich Noonan. Thanks so much for joining us.